So they'll be calling you a radical, so Son of Cassandra does it again. Don't ever listen to a word Kevin Blanch says. So I hypothesized the game would be 48-10, Weber State at James Madison. It was 45-10. Now, I don't gamble. I quit gambling when I got cancer in 2011. And but that doesn't mean you can't. I mean, gambling has dominated sports. I mean, it's exploded, and which is why are only 10% of gamblers successful? Only 10% of gamblers are successful. Only 10. Why is that? I'll tell you why. Because people are arrogant and they have dogma and then they seek out dogma reinforcement. They're not open-minded. When you're gambling, especially in sports, well, even horse racing, you have to plot the race. You have to plot the scenario. You plot the scenario in your head. Each individual game. People are not willing to do that. People are so lazy. Same with, when I was a gambler back in the day, I made a lot of big scores. I had Mind That Bird. Made a huge score on Chump Change. Hundreds of thousands. But, of course, cancer changed everything for me. But let's get back to Weber State football and everything that went on. Number one, how good is that? That secondary looked pretty damn good. And, in fact, they look real good. The offensive line looked good. And Angel King is turning out to be this marquee player. He had 11 tackles. And we knew, well, look, the quarterback situation's a nightmare here. And it's not because they don't have quarterbacks. Choice making. Quarterback's been a situation here for years, many years. The decisions that get made, even with Jay Hill, the great. And by the way, how good is that BYU team? They'll be top 10. And call out to one of the players that run off here. Abraham Williams had a great game in the big house in Michigan. He's really evolved as quite the corner. 4.3 speed, strength like that. He'll play in the NFL. They ain't going to miss on this one. So they were 46-point underdogs. 46. Lost 35-17. Hung in there. That team's going to be, they got a great coach. They got to put it together, and the University of Utah stole all their players. And University of Utah going to be that good? Well, they beat mediocre UCLA team. But whatever. So, back to Weber State. Now, granted, it was this first game. But JMU knew this is going to be the playbook on Weber State all year. They're not going to let this running. The offensive line gave him plenty of time. Offensive line played good. I know the score doesn't show that, but they're not going to let this running game beat them. They know how good Godley is. Anybody that watches any film, they don't think these teams watch film. Please, they're ready and prepared. They're going to make them beat them with the passing game, and this quarterback couldn't do it. Now, is he going to get better? I don't know, and we'll see. But I watched it in practice all year. It was pretty well what I thought it was going to be. And I want to say this about fucking sports writers and commentary. I love Jerry Graybill and Carl Archie, but they're too old and they're pom-pom cheerleaders. It's pitiful. They sure aren't Steve Klauke. Steve Klauke was excellent. He was killed in a car wreck. I don't know why we're not wearing patches, but the quarterback on this team should be Jennings. Should have been Jennings last year. These choices are horrific. You have to have the great quarterback play in order to win. You've got to have great quarterback play. Period. Play solid defense, timely play calling, make big plays. And this team can't do that. And it isn't because of lack of athletes. Well, it starts at the top. Jackson had a horrible game. Call it what it is. And here's Graybill and Jerry talking about how great he played. He was 10 for 24 with 3 interceptions. Now, I get to get the one nice touchdown to the best player on this team, Noah Kerr, he won't be here next year. He's too good. And, well, I don't know. We'll see, but he's going to get too many offers. He's that good. He's a Cooper Kupp type. He's an NFL prospect, and so these DB, Angel King, whoa, is he evolving into a player? Big time. So the quarterback situation here's a nightmare. And I knew that. I was practice every damn thing. So, hey man, is that some bread on your head? I don't gamble, but there's a reason only 10% of gamblers are successful because most gamblers are lazier than fuck. And then they just seek out dogma reinforcers. They got shit made up in their head. They can't, you got to plot the game. You got to look at the man. And this, do not kid yourself, the James Madison team is all that. Excellent, excellent team. I mean, big, strong, that defense, all that. I mean, the touchdown that Weaver did get was on a fumble. And then that nice pass, it was a good looking pass to Noah. But 10 for 24, 84 yards, and 3 INTs. Now, granted, 2 of the INTs were deflection INTs, but it wasn't. I knew it right off the get. The first play spins around. They're running. This guy's not a running quarterback. He's not. He's not. Jennings is. They run this design play, and he tripped on the rug, and I knew right there it was going to be a long day. And granted, it's his first start. I get that. Will he get better? I don't know. But I was never sold on him. I was never sold. I didn't see what they saw, but here's what I think's going on. Well, Big Sky Football, I always said, should brand themselves as the last pure football league. Keep the NIL money out. Well, they haven't done that. Money's flowing in here now, so who's making coaching decisions anymore? Well, we know Mickey's coaching decisions when he took Richie over Tiger over DeJohn Jennings. Jennings should have been the quarterback. Well, I thought Tiger should have been last year, or Jennings. When Jennings is third, why? He was I watch practice every day here, all this camp. Jennings was the best, not the best quarterback, the best player. Him and Noah, by far. So, what these teams are going to do all year against Weaver, they're going to stack the box, just like JMU did. JMU stacked there like, we are not letting this run game beat us. Let this quarterback beat us. Let him try. Let him try. They're like, he's unproven, we'll see. And he couldn't. I mean, that last pick. But anyway, will he get better? I don't know. I hope. I mean, he's got the physique, the strength. He's great long ball. He's got the arm. But that's not what quarterbacking's about. Who's the best quarterback that's been here since Jamie Martin? Who's the best? No. The best quarterback, I don't even know if Jamie was the best quarterback. We have Lee White. Oh, fuck, what quarterback. How about Trevon Smith's quarterback? Cameron Higgins. Whoa. So we haven't really had a quarterback since Cameron Higgins with the big arm. Now, the best quarterback here since then was Cantwell. Cantwell did not have a big arm. But he had that supercomputer choice making in his brain. That's what quarterbacking's about. Quarterback's not about all this skill set. I can throw this, I do this, I'm built like this. I mean, no. It's choices. Quick wit. I mean, that's what it's all about. I mean, improv. Quarterback, that's what makes football. That's why there's a point on the ball. I mean, you don't know where it's going to bounce. So, as far as the sports writers in this country, they're absolutely fucking pitiful. Fucking cheerleaders. I mean, like I said, we have cheerleaders that wear skirts on the fucking sidelines. Sports writing is a joke in this fucking country. So is so-called analyticals, betting sites. So I'll keep doing this. I don't gamble, by the way. I do not gamble. And but that doesn't mean you can't. And that would have been a hell of a score yesterday on you. You know, I told my one buddy who is a gambler, I says, take you a 3-teamer parlay. Take James Madison, BYU, and New Mexico. And you could probably ride New Mexico all year. You know, against Weaver. No, 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 no. Will be different down at Arizona. I don't know. I know they're still going to stack the box on them and say, let Godley beat us. We're not going to let him. They're going to make the quarterback beat him. Can he? I don't know. You know, there's several drop passes, which is unusual. I get that. It's a tough stadium to go in against an excellent team. But the reason those passes are dropped, you watch those plays, these DBs are freaking cracking those receivers as soon as that ball arrives. I mean, boom. You know. By the way, Benji's DBs look good. Angel King's turning out to be one outstanding player. I think he had 11 tackles. I mean, really outstanding. We knew they were going to struggle at linebacker and defensive line. I mean, we know that. And by the way, Myers' offensive line was outstanding. It wasn't like the heat was on this quarterback. It wasn't. They gave him plenty of protection, plenty of time. You know, so call it to Abraham Williams. He's getting better all the time on that corner. He played excellent and in the big house. And, you know, he didn't bust one. Kick return, he almost got one. It looked like he was going to go to the house. So, but he'll play in the NFL. So the player of the game for Weber State, Angel King, for sure. No one's even close. So I'll drop you a freaking dry. You know, we got the NFL coming up. We can root for Rashid. Here we go again with Rashid with no quarterback. Well, that's been his entire career. No quarterback. What's happening? So, I mean, he's never had a quarterback. I mean, Carr was the closest thing you can get to. I still can't believe he's with the Saints. He's an unrestricted free agent, but he never had a quarterback here with a big arm. Cantwell was a hell of a quarterback, but he didn't have a big arm. You know, and so the quarterback situation, he played the way I thought he would. How Jennings is not the quarterback on this team blows my mind because, well, Mickey Mantle has a proven track record of being player personnel decisions are horrific with this guy. Remember, he took over a seventh in the country team. They won one home game all year with the likes of Jack Kelly and Winston Reed on that team. Did he make the tournament? I mean, it's been the Mickey Mantle experiment's been a disaster. They have a lot of good coaches here, but again, it comes down to quarterbacking, the quarterback. And here's Gray Bill and Archie telling me how great he played. I'm like, are you guys fucking drunk? I don't know what their trip is, and I hate this NIL fucking gig. So who's making coaching decisions in college sport anymore? Boosters. Oh, we gave you a fucking $1 million to sign this guy. He's going to play. Okay. But it all starts at quarterback, and the quarterback play was not good. But will he get better? Of course he'll get better. Well, maybe. I mean, at Arizona, will it be the same result? I don't know. You know, I'll put up a video next week, and we'll get some action going. But I don't gamble, but that don't mean you can't. You know, I called my buddy this morning. I said, "You bet that 3-teamer?" Yeah, that's 7-1. I accept freaking tips, buddy. He says, "I got you." Yeah, sure you do. So why are only 10% of gamblers successful? Because they're lazy. In gambling, you have to plot the scenario. Now we knew this team would struggle at linebacker. They're hurt. They don't have any linebackers per se. I mean, they're hurt, they're beat up, and defensive line. Well, it was a disappointment last year. The corner blitzes, I liked the corner blitzes they dialed up and worked out good. They had a great third quarter, but the DBs looked excellent. They really did, and so did the offensive line. But so my Weber State Player of the Game, which I've been doing this for years. Who's the first guy that called out Rashid Shaheed in that freaking NFL? Oh, I did. Who's told you? By the way, all these people that made bets around here that Dylan Jones wouldn't be a first rounder, none of them paid. He's around here somewhere, right there in the Swenson he was. But And all these people are blogging saying he ain't going to do. I think he'll have an outstanding this year. But, you know, we'll see down in the desert in Tucson. Ooh. But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I thought the defense did some good things, especially as far as those DBs. I love those corner blitzes, but it all starts at quarterback play, and quarterback play was not good. You know, will he get better? Yeah, I think we'll see. But, and I want to say this because Jennings has got 2 years eligibility, left. And if you don't think I can evaluate talent, I'm the first guy that called out Rashid Shaheed. He's going to be a superstar in the NFL. Dylan Jones, freaking. So, Dejon Jennings has got 2 years eligibility. I'm telling you, the Duke. And by the way, as running back, they using Zach the back. Zach the back got a lot of touches late. Well, I think they didn't want to hurt Godley, but I don't know, man. Why didn't you get some reps in for Boogie Sylvester or Major Givens? I don't get this, giving all these reps to this transfer senior from Houston, and I don't know. I don't know a lot about him. I mean, but why wouldn't you get your homegrown guys, Boogie Sylvester, some reps in? I don't get it. I mean, anyway, Noah looked good. I mean, Noah Carr's a superstar in the make. He's a Cooper Cup type. He's that fast. He's got that good hands. And then these DBs played, well, they played outstanding for the most part. Angel King is turning out to be one hell of a player. All right. So, never listen to a fucking word I say. I predicted 48 to 10. It was 45 to 10. I don't gamble. That don't mean you can't. Stay in tune.